Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Aquarius is your general bi-weekly reading for the time between today, the 23rd of January and the 6th of February. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially. The first 3 cards are going to relate to this last week of January, and the second 3 cards are going to relate to the last week in February. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Okay, so card at the base of your reading is the 3 of Swords. Now, when we talk about the base card, this is like your overall energy or focus for the month of, or for the next 2 weeks, and or the karmic cycle that you're in. And it seems to be wanting to teach you something. It seems to be over the next 2 weeks that you're trying to realize and see what has left you feeling disempowered in the past. What area of life or what experience has left you feeling inadequate, ashamed, hurt, betrayed, unable to trust, etc. So really, it seems like over the next 2 weeks, you're going to be able to really uncover some of this stuff. So let's have a look. Let's start with January. So this is this week in January. And the best place to start when we want to understand anything about our internal emotions and experiences is through meditation. This is the card that we call for shorthand the meditation card. It's the 4 of Swords. It's sword energy, which is your energy, air energy, related to your sign Aquarius, and also Gemini and Libra. And it's all about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication, what we think, what we allow ourselves to think, what we say, what we allow ourselves to say. And the number 4 is all about our structures and foundations. It's all about the non-negotiables, the things that these are the things I need in my life, in my head, in my world to be happy, to be clear, to be grounded, etc. And so it's about exploring what it is you need in order to feel security mentally. And this is about taking that time out to understand. And I feel like linked to this card here, obviously, clearly the underlying energy, it's about you trying to understand and awaken something in yourself, understanding where this disempowerment comes from and how it's manifested itself in your life. If you've had an experience that has, if you've had an experience that has left you feeling down, left you feeling hurt, left you feeling like you can't achieve, there's a ceiling of your achievement in whatever, in love, in life, in work, in whatever areas, it's about realizing over this next couple of weeks, it comes from somewhere. This is the event that caused it, and this is how it's been affecting you in your life. And then once you do that, then you can move on and start a new beginning with the Fool card. This could be something as, you know, something like when you were younger, a young child, your parents separated, your parents divorced when you were very, very young, and that was something that even now to this day you didn't realize, even though you love your mum, you love your dad, everything's, but you didn't realise the effect and impact it had on you as an individual, as a child, and you didn't realise the patterns that has created in your life because of that disempowering event that happened when you were a child, for example. That's what it is by the 3 of Swords. So it's about reflecting on that, understanding what this event is, understanding how it's affected you with the 4 of Swords, and then moving forward with the Fool card. We've got the Fool card. This is a start of a brand new karmic cycle for you. I feel like you're getting it. You're clearing the decks. You're clearing your psyche. You're clearing out all the things now that you realise, oh my gosh, the reason I did that, the reason I used to treat those people like that is because I was treated like that. Or the reason is because I didn't want to get hurt. Or it's because I learned to do that because of that situation that happened when I was younger, or whatever it is for you as an individual, okay? So there is a new start wanting to come in. It's interesting because we've got 2, 3, and 4 of swords, and again, your energy. So I want to say that this is actually linked to, I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember what it's linked to. I always forget. I digress. You know, it's about you wanting to make a decision that, you know, about moving forward. But this is the thing, actually, with the 2 of swords. You know, the sword energy is a lot about trust, because you've got to trust the universe and yourself in, okay, once I let myself see something, let myself realize something, let myself know something, am I going to be okay? Am I going to be the same? Am I going to be able to be happy in my life now that I now realize this? The answer to that question is yes, but you have to trust that. You have to trust that, okay, I'm going to take this step. I'm going to take this action now because I now understand this. Yes, it changes things, but it also, the change is what's good for us. Change is what helps us to grow and to overcome things. And it looks like you are, it's funny actually, because I feel like that was a practical demonstration of where you're at, stuck, in that it's as if you're starting to see these things, you're starting to realise, you're starting to make these connections, you're starting to understand how these negative influences, or that negative event that happened years and years ago when you were like 4 or 5 years old, how that negative event has actually followed you around, or the impact of it has actually impacted on your life and impacted on you, who you are as an individual and your identity. And it's as if you now know that, and knowing that is what starts you on the new journey, on the new path. But it's as if, for some of you, you might struggle to actually take the step. You might struggle to actually, you're inspired to take the step. You understand why you need to take the step. You understand why you need to move in this direction now, why this new karmic cycle needs to come in. You understand it. But with the 2 of Swords, we're not actually taking action. We know what we need to do. We know why we need to do it, but we're not really taking the action, the steps that need to be taken for some reason. So we'll see why in a minute. We've got the Lovers card next. I've seen this a few times actually today. I think this is the second, well, actually only 2 or 3, not many. The Lovers card is linked to your cousin Gemini, your fellow sign, so it is related to Gemini, and obviously it's related to love. So let's get out of the way, okay? Yes, it can indicate new relationships, new beginnings in love, new feelings, a renewal of love feelings in your relationship, blah blah blah. But that's obvious. You don't need me to tell you that. The stuff that I like to know about the Lovers card is more importantly the number and the imagery. Number 6 on the Tree of Life is beauty. And I always talk about beauty as being the recognition of value. So recognizing the value in something, the worth in something, the value of an experience, the value of an emotion. Like, what did that feeling teach me? What did that experience show me? You know, what did that betrayal give me? And understanding that there's benefits and beauty in all of those things, even in these, there's benefits, there's beauty. That's a Lover's card. So it could be that I really feel it, like it's like the decks are being cleared and a new cycle's coming through, new karmic cycles coming through for you guys. You've got to make that choice though to step over the precipice, like the Lover's card. This is so nice. You've got to make that choice to step over the precipice, to go beyond what you usually have done, you know, to step past that. Now you've learned, you know, I always say, you know, the one thing that never changes in the whole entire universe is a man's opinion. Now that's a bit of a joke, but but it's those people that they cling so hard, so fast to something because, well, that's who I am. That's who I am. That's what I do. That's who you are now, today, in this moment. And when you have realizations like this, meditation, yes, it should change you. Yes. You are going to be different. Yes. You are feeling different. Yes. Then that means you're thinking different. Yeah. Then that means you're acting different, doesn't it? Yeah. Then that means that people around you are different towards you, doesn't it? Yes. These realizations are what bring about changes. So don't stay true. Don't be one of those Aquariuses. And I can speak with authority on it. No, I'm joking. My ex is an Aquarius. He might be watching this. Hi, if you're watching it, Wes. And excuse me, he's an Aquarius and I'm a Capricorn, so we're quite different in signs, but he is like that. He's one of those people that thinks the old school way of, well, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be forever and ever and ever, amen, blah. Go away with yourself. So you're the only thing in the whole entire universe that does not evolve and does not change. Because every single thing, everything else is changing every single day of our lives, including this desk, this inanimate object, and this stone. Everything changes and evolves and morphs. And coming into realizations like this is what helps us to move and change and to behave differently and for things to be different in our life. Okay, so we've got with the Lovers card, we've got the Three of Wands here. Now I was watching, I won't go into the huge drawn out story. If you want to see the drawn out story, go to Aries' video, which is like 40 minutes long. But I was watching a program, you know, one of those in the morning, because I got to get up early because it's work. I have to work like here, so I always wake up at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Anyway, and the other day I was watching this CCTV program, so you know, robbers caught on camera and all that stuff. I love them type of programs. And one of the people, one of the shop owners who had his shop broken into, it's all fine now though, they've got security gates, it's all fine. But he was saying about, you know, building up his business was hard. You know, when you start a business, it's really hard, he was saying. And, you know, he said it's like dragging. He said it's like dragging a huge ship. You know, you've got to drag the huge ship across the rocks over the. He didn't see. I'm making it sound all fancy. He didn't go into this much detail, but I'm making it sound all good. Yeah, I'm just gonna claim this metaphor anyway. So he's like dragging it over the rocks. You know, when you're dragging something over the rocks and it's over the sand and it's hard and it's only you doing all the work, pulling it. But once you get to the water, it's plain sailing. And that is what the Three of Wands represents. And that's the metaphor that I'll use from now on. Because it really does, when we talk about this being about, okay, things are going to come back to you now, things are going to come back to you, it's because you've already put the work in. You've already put the energy and the effort in. You've put the energy and the effort in January by taking time out to understand, by taking time out to reflect. You've already put that energy and that effort in. So now look what we get. I mean, wow. Look at this. This is linked to this, actually. So, I mean, we've got, I'll just turn so I don't distract myself. We've got amazing card next. We've got the Four of Wands. So we've got another four, the next Four of Wands. So we've made progress in moving on. We've got 3, then 4 of Wands. And wand energy about our passions, our inspirations, our creativity, what we're drawn to, what we want to be around, who we want to be around, and the things that will provide us with security and structures in our life when it comes to relationships. You are finding what that is. But this is for you internally as well. So yeah, this can relate to other people in your relationship, security, blah, blah, blah. But mainly as well, you know, especially we're seeing these cards here. I mean, they all smack these cards of personal. They all smack these cards of personal growth, personal karma, going through cycles, gaining awareness, gaining understanding, and moving forward in a different direction. And this is what this is looking like for you. It's as if you start to realize the things, the areas that have disempowered you in the past. You start to realize them. You know what those things are now, and you are willing to stand up and to fight for the things, for what you now know is your truth, for what you now know is what you need to feel good in your life. And really just being encouraged to do that with the 7 of Wands. Side note, I have got a video about the number 7, so do watch that video in the Key Wisdom playlist if you want to. And then finally we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is the pages are earth signs like myself, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or it could just relate to, it's that energy of manifesting. It's the energy of having, excuse me, where we put our energy and effort to what we put our energy and effort into in order to manifest, in order to bring into fruition into this world. And that's the energy of the Page of Pentacles. This is either, I love the Page of Pentacles and the imagery of this card, because he's gone on a journey. The Page, he's done the work. He's been trying. He's been going up. Look, over all these hills and down the mountain and like through the woods, and he comes now ready to hold out his pentacles, saying, right, this is what I've got to offer. This is where I'm going to put my energy. This is where I'm going to put my focus now. This is what I want to achieve. Or someone coming towards you saying, do you want a relationship with me? Do you want it could be a relationship. I mean, I'm doing your love readings next week, but this really is a helper or a helping hand, something that's coming in, or that you're, see, for me, I feel like this is a really personal reading, as in personal for the individual. It's an individual reading really for me. I mean, it could apply to love very well. It could apply to love. If it is love, it smacks of a renewal of a relationship. So you've been in a relationship, there was heartache, there was betrayal, you took time out, you decide to start again. Even though the decision's hard to make, you decide to start again. There might be more than one person that you can choose. But then the good stuff comes in February, with feeling like working on the relationship, working on the love. The love's coming back to you, and you're both willing to put the energy and effort into having the type of relationship that you want. So this could be, you could apply that to a love relationship. I've just done it for you very quickly. I'm rushing because they take a long time to upload these videos, and I've got a few more to do. So it could be that, but I feel like it's like a journey that you're on, a new karmic cycle, a new karmic journey that you're on about yourself. And it's really about that thing that happened to you when you were little, that thing that happened, your mum, your dad, you know, that teacher, that bully, you know, that house move, that whatever it was, that thing, that one thing that's kind of been holding you back, holding you down. You come into the realization of, not only, okay, yeah, my mum was no, whatever, I don't know. You know, yeah, my mum and dad divorcing was really hard on me. It's not just coming into the awareness that it's been hard on you. It's about understanding with all these cards how this disempowerment has actually manifested in your life, in the things that, what things have you done that have actually manifested this disempowerment. And once you understand that, then you can move in a different direction, and you can go after the things that you do want. And if it is for love, well, we're looking at love next week, so I'm not going to bang on about love because we've talked about it a little bit. But I hope you like that, Aquarius. I'm going to try and get this uploaded for you now. It just takes a few hours to upload, and it's 5:15, and I want these uploaded for about 9 PM. So anyway, I've got to go. We've got no time. If you like this video, please like it, my loves, and leave a comment as well. Obviously, feel free to share this video on your social media with your friends and followers, just in case it might appeal to them. Please subscribe by clicking the little thing in the corner, and click the bell for notifications. You can also find all the astrology for the month below as well, so you can have a good read of that. Oh, and happy birthday, Aquarius! I can't believe I forgot it, even though I had it circled. Happy birthday, Aquarius! I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous birthday month. And if you have not already, you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Happy birthday! Take care, my darlings. Bye.